This has been a troubled autumn for Lisbeth and Angelique. Lisbeth's boyfriend went very quiet for a few weeks, and then she had a message that he was in a coma. A couple of weeks later, another message came that her boyfriend never recovered and died. It was also painful to learn that his cremation and service had already taken place without her. Lisbeth still cannot find a way to express her sadness over the loss of her dream.
So, can you talk about that briefly?
I just don't want to talk about it anymore. It's all too painful. No, really not.
Lisbeth is about to dispense wine for Angelique, a complex procedure.
Why are you using that little bottle for babies, Lisbeth?
Because there are millimeters really clearly noted on the bottle.
Zo, wie?
Kijk nou of het
Nee,
goed
is
is.
precies, ik gewoon niet.
Gaat erop.
Nee, dat is niet meer.
120.
Nee, dat is niet
Nee, het is niet meer.
Waar, die zit dit
Nee.
Nee, ietsjes te vullen. Is nu ik ga dit niet doen.
Dan drinkt ze het niet en het frappant.
Nee, ik ga dit een beetje lunchen.
Nee, dan loopt
Nee, maar
dan hoef ik het niet te hebben.
Nee, dan geef ze het opnieuw.
Nee, ik ga het niet opnieuw bezitten.
Nee, dit vind ik
Nee,
niet.
dat hoef ik niet te hebben, dan is het maar
Lisbeth,
apart.
wat op. Nee, dan geef ze zeker nog. Nee, ietsjes terug.
Ik hoef dat ze trucje, de laat ze maar.
Nee, die zit
Nee, ik ben alsjeblieft. Nee, laat hem. Als dat deze kind apart eten.
Oh ja, dan dit.
Als ze dat deze kind apart eten, ik bedoel het niet.
Dan is het toch wel.
Nee, ik doe niet alleen maar meer aan je, dus zo deze uur, ik heb de poot op. Laat maar.
Dus.
Nee, ik kan dat niet.
Nee, dan
Het is maar apart. Het is maar apart, hoeven ze dat niet te pakken, want ik pak het toch niet. Het is wel apart.
Niks, het
Het is toch apart, ik ga het niet doen hier. Echt niet. Het is maar apart. Het is maar apart, ik ga het echt niet doen.
Als ik niet nog eens wat kieken, nog eens
Nee, want ik heb het doen, ik ga het niet doen. Ik ga het echt niet doen, het is echt wel apart. Het is maar een sop, het is helemaal niks, dus ik heb het de poot op. Nee, ik ga het ook
Ik heb het niet
loten.
veranderd, dus moet.
Ja, ik kan wel nog veranderd worden.
Nee, ik heb er niet mee.
Ik doe meer bieden doen en als het niet is.
Nee, ik ga niet nog
Nee, dan
meer.
laat ze het. Dan eet
Nee,
ik
dan
niet
was
meer
het niet
met
over de 120 doen.
Nee, ik doe niet onder de 120. Er zijn veel lui die het kunnen bekijken dat het niet over de 120 is. Dan kies ik de pot op, dan eet ze toch niet met. Ik heb me
Dat
niet
is het toch
scheren.
alleen.
Nee, dan kies ik de pot op, dan eet ze dan nog niet.
het toch?
Nee, dat is onredelijk, Angelique.
Ja, als hij meer dan 120 is, dan dikwijls
Het is niet meer dan 120. Het is echt niet meer. Het is wel een stomme klote kutwien. En ik heb al zoveel extra gepakt. En als dat niet is, kan ik sowieso de pot op. Dan laat ze het er aan allemaal. Een stomme klote vis zit ze maar alleen op daar. Ik hoef het niet te hebben. Ja, eet maar zelf op. Ik hoef het niet te hebben. Ik hoef het echt niet te hebben. Ik doe dat ook maar goed zitten, maar ik hoef dat niet te hebben. Ja.
Ja, ik gewoon niet zo dat ze het zo moet.
Nee, ik ben geen idee onredelijk is.
Nee, typisch.
Nee.
Je stinkt weer.
Oh, wat een koolpootzak. Gewoon niet die zo blijven zitten. She's being difficult with eating and what she wants to eat and the limit of it, and I get crazy of it. I just don't want to eat when I'm in such an emotional atmosphere.
A couple of weeks later, Lisbeth fell over in the street. It was a slight fall, but her skin and bones, weakened by prolonged anorexia, are like those of an old woman. And so her leg broke badly in a few places, and she had to have an emergency operation to avoid amputation.
Because I was stuck with my left feet in the tram rail. When I took it out, I saw immediately, oh, this is not good. You know, it was so awful to see the direction of the foot, and then I saw the bone coming out, and then it started bleeding. And then a boy came and took me from the road. Also, a lot of other people wanted to help.
He heard also the knack, eh?
Yeah,
he heard the bone break.
Yeah.
But it is somehow connected to your osteoporosis, right?
Well, you know,
they said the fracture was typical for osteoporosis.
That's right.
Whilst at the hospital, Lisbeth takes the opportunity to eat bread, a treat not often granted at home. A home movie she's made shows her twin sister Angelique exactly what she consumes. Meanwhile, at home, alone, Angelique stops eating altogether, waiting for her twin to come home.
I'm lost without Lisbeth, and I'm also lost with her, so it's can't live with and also not without her.
Because when Angelique was not in the hospital, my blood pressure was normal, and as soon as she comes by, my blood pressure goes high. So I'm now sure it doesn't come from the food we eat, but more, you know, the stress when we are together. Okay.
Are you sort of a little bit angry as well about it?
No, just very depressed.
Yeah.
The balance of power has shifted again. Angelique is in control once more. Her physically stronger sister, suddenly disabled. This almost feels like Paris days again, when Angelique was a star designer who supported her depressed twin, Lisbeth. But Lisbeth finds it too isolating.
If I was Angelique, I really would need my mother to come, and I really wanted it. Like when Angelique was in the mantram, my mother came immediately, and I really needed her. But Angelique, she really didn't want them to come. You know, if it happened to Angelique, you know, I would have eaten something on my own.
Two weeks later, there is a new crisis. Angelique discovers that she has shrunk by another centimetre in the last 3 months. She's horrified, as this confirms that her severe osteoporosis caused by anorexia is getting worse.
You lied to me for 3 years.
Yeah, because I know you, because I was afraid for this.
When you say that she lied to you, what do you mean?
Well, you know, every time when we are standing next to each other, she's bending her knees a little bit or keeping herself smaller. You know, that it looks like we are, that the difference between us is not that big.
Is there anything that people can do to help?
No, but yeah, Lisbeth could help me, but she knows how.
So how could she help? She could eat more, you mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't solve the problem at all. You would still...
But I would feel better.
Years after her glory days in Paris, crippled by the anorexia which has made her shrink 10 centimetres, Angelique is ready to abandon the sisters' pact to eat the same. Now she wants Lisbeth to eat herself fat, so that she, Angelique, can feel less ugly.
The most difficult thing is that I can't handle Angelique, her depression anymore, and because when we are in bed, then she's all the time she's saying, I can't anymore, I don't want anymore. And it's just not fair.
And I'm now not saying that anymore. I've all said that all week, not anymore, Lisbeth. You say
You
only
forgot last night. I heard it.
What would be the way forward, Angelique?
I really wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know. Sometimes I really think Lisbeth can better go on her own. And I have to go away.
Wc-papier. Because I have now the feeling that I'm responsible for Angelique, and if she tries to kill herself, then it's my fault. And no other doctor said we didn't know, you know. I don't want them to say that if something like that happens. Hey, I have the feeling I'm on my own with this problem of her.
Do you think she could really seriously think of suicide?
Yeah.
Do you think there would have been a time in your childhood where something could have been done differently when you were very young?
Well, it is already wrong, you know, to have the same clothes on, and things like that are really important. How small they are, seem to be, but the teacher said it's better, you know, to separate them. But we didn't want that, and my mother agreed. No, they want to be together.
Depression is engulfing them. Angelique refuses to see any Dutch psychiatrist, but reluctantly agrees to the suggestion of a consultation in London.